are breadfruit leaves, and research has shown that they can be used to effectively manage high blood pressure. And I'm going to show you how. Stay tuned. So what is high blood pressure? High blood pressure is the same thing as hypertension, and it means elevated blood pressure. And it affects millions of people worldwide. And according to Public Health England, in 2017, approximately 1 in 4 adults worldwide had high blood pressure. And it was projected to affect more than 1.5 billion people worldwide by 2025. Hypertension is also known as the silent killer because it rarely has any symptoms. And if left untreated, will increase the risk of death from heart disease and stroke. But the good news is that early diagnosis and effective management can prevent progression to these complications. Orthodox doctors classify high blood pressure as a chronic disease that can be controlled with medication but cannot be cured. However, according to some biological doctors, high blood pressure isn't a disease, but the body's way of trying to cope with abnormal conditions in various functions of the body, such as impaired kidneys, mineral deficiencies, degenerative changes in the arteries, and obesity. But once the causes of the condition are removed, the blood pressure will go down by itself. Breadfruit leaves are scientifically known as Artocarpus altilis. They come from the breadfruit tree, and research has shown that breadfruit leaf tea can be used to effectively control hypertension, along with regular exercise and diet. And this is because they contain bioactive compounds that function as antioxidants and are widely used as active compounds in medicine. High blood pressure can be of emotional origin. Several emotional stresses, worries, fears, pressures of life, and prolonged nervous tensions can raise blood pressure. But breadfruit leaves can help with that because of the presence of B vitamins, camphor, and tannins, which are excellent for calming the nerves. In addition to that, they are rich in magnesium, which can improve the quality, duration, and tranquility of sleep. So breadfruit leaf tea can be made from either the yellowing leaves or the dried leaves of the breadfruit tree. For the dried leaves, there are many ways in which you can dry them, but in this video I'll be showing you how to air dry them. The first thing that you need to do is to harvest dark green leaves that are free from holes and uneven colors. Then you're going to use a scissors to remove the midrib of the leaves, which is the middle piece of the leaves that run from the base to the tip of the leaves. You're then going to cut the leaves into small pieces and then place them into a metal sheet, baking tin, or on top of a brown paper. Ensure that they are free from moisture and get plenty of air circulation. So you're going to spread them apart, and this is important because they can develop molds which can be harmful to your health. To start the drying process, expose them to sunlight for about 2 to 3 hours daily. Then you're going to store them in a dry area for the rest of the day and alternate between sunlight and a dry area every day until the leaves become crispy dry. This could take up to a week or more. Once the leaves are dried, use your fingers to remove the veins of the leaves. Then place them into the palm of your hands and rub your palms together vigorously until the leaves become almost powdered. From here, you can go ahead and measure the quantity of dried leaves required. Then you're going to wash them properly. Then you're going to place them into a pot along with 2 liters of water and then cover the pot so that you can get the most out of the medicine. Please note that aluminum wares for making breadfruit leaf tea is strictly forbidden because active ingredients in the breadfruit leaves can react with aluminum ware, which can be harmful to your health. You should therefore use an enamel or steel pot instead. You're then going to boil until the water reaches half. Once half the water evaporates, you're then going to add a 1/3 liter of water and allow that water to evaporate. Turn off the flame, then you're going to allow it to cool down to a drinkable temperature, and the color of the tea is going to be red. Once it cools down, strain it into another pot, and then you can pour it into a cup and sweeten with honey to get rid of the bitter taste. And that's how you make the tea with dried leaves. Now for yellowing leaves. Use a scissors to cut the leaves into smaller portions. Measure the amount required. Once you're done with your measurements, you can go ahead and wash properly and follow similar procedures as with dried leaves. So you can pour your extras into a container with a cover and store into the refrigerator for not longer than 4 days. If stored longer, it can lose its potency. For your dried leaves, those can be stored into a jar or a plastic container with a cover. Breadfruit leaves contain camphor, which can be harmful in large doses, and pregnant women and breastfeeding women should not take this tea. Breadfruit leaf tea might drop blood pressure too low in people who suffer from low blood pressure, and taking the tea along with medication for blood pressure might also drop blood pressure too low. Before taking breadfruit leaf tea, please speak to your medical practitioner or a qualified herbalist, preferably a natural medicine practitioner, someone who is knowledgeable on the use of herbal remedies.
So I hope you found value in this video, and if you did and you'd like to see similar content in the future, then please click on the link right here so that you'll be able to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.